So, hi guys! Welcome ulit sa tutorial ko. So, for today, try natin i-discuss yung electron drift velocity. So, by the way, pasensya na pala kung hindi ako masyadong nakakapag-upload ng tutorial kasi nga medyo busy na rin sa review. And dahil nga kailangan na mag-focus kasi nasa major subject na kami which is the electrical engineering. And papalapit na rin yung board exam namin. So, dito pala, ang basehan kong libro is yung Electrical Technology by Taraha, Volume 1. So, meron sa akin yung Volume 1 to 4. So, sa mga student dyan na gusto nung book na yun, PM nyo lang ako. So, let's start. So, let's say meron tayong conductor. So, inside our conductor daw, marami tayong free electrons. And these free electrons tends to collide to other particles such as ions. And each free electrons moves randomly and their average velocity is equals to 0. So, sabi dito kapag nilagyan daw natin na or nag-connect tayo ng potential difference between the ends of the conductor, itong electron natin is magkakaroon ng drifting or tinatawag natin o yung average drifting nila is yung drift velocity. So, itong drift velocity na to is the average velocity attained by charged particles such as electron in a material due to an electric field. So, sabi nga dito, itong electrons na to is mag-move towards sa ating positive charge ng source. So let's try to derive the formula for drift velocity. So let's consider this section itong section na to. Let's say hanggang dito. So sabi ko kanina, dahil nag-apply tayo ng potential difference, these electrons now will travel to the velocity v. So v is now the drifting velocity. In time t, they will travel a distance from here to here. Diba? A distance d. So, recall natin yung formula natin sa physics or mechanics, I think, which the velocity is equals to the distance over time. Pwede natin itong i-write as distance is equals to the velocity times time. And now, since nga, ang usapan natin is conductors, this is a 3D model. So, sa section na to, hindi lang siya isang electron, kundi maraming electrons. So, kung kukunin natin yung volume nito, volume ng conductor natin, di ba ang volume is just equals to the cross-sectional area ng conductor, which is ito, di ba, times the distance. Maalala natin itong distance is itong velocity times time. So, area times velocity times time. And, ngayon, kailangan natin i-consider na marami tayong, iba't iba yung materials na ginagamit natin sa ating conductors. So, every conductors has a number of electrons per cubic meter. So, N is the number of electrons per unit volume pala. So, unit volume. Per unit per unit volume. Depende yun sa material na gagamitin natin. And then, recall natin na ang charge ng isang electron, di ba? Charge ng isang electron is equals to 1.6022 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs. So getting now the total number of electrons inside a conductor is total number of electrons is just the volume times the number of electrons per unit volume. So bali, this will now be AVT times N. And then solving for, kasi nga marami tayong marami tayong free electrons inside our conductors. Yung total charge now will be total charge now will be uh, the total number of electrons times the charge of one electrons. So this will now be A V T N tapos E para hindi tayo masyadong magulo. And then since nga nag-apply tayo ng potential difference, magkakaroon tayo ng current, di ba? So recall natin ang current is the rate of flow charge. Flow rate of charge. Tama ba ako? Flow rate or rate of flow charge. So I is now dq over dt or sa ibang q charge divided by d time. So ito yung ginagamit namin sa EE. I equals to q over t. So this q now will be the total charge and then t given time. So yung charge nga natin kanina, di ba, is ito AV T N E divided by the time. Magka-cancel lang si time. So our final formula now is I is equals to AV and E, and solving for the drift velocity is equals to I all over A N E. So mapapansin nyo dito, the drift velocity is directly proportional to the current. So meaning, pag tumaas si drift velocity, tataas din si current. So ayan, let's try to solve a problem. Galing din to sa book ni Teraha. So erase na natin to. So ayan, sana nakopya nyo to, no? So by the way, yung drift velocity pala is nagre-range lang siya sa millimeter per second. So ayun, tandaan natin yun, no? So ito yung problem. A conductor material has a free electron density of 10 raised to 24 electrons per cubic meter. So this is our N 10 raised to 24 electrons per cubic meter. And then, when a voltage is applied, a constant drift velocity of, ito na yung sinasabi ko, velocity na 1.5 times 10 raised to negative 2 meter per second. So, papansin nyo, yung drift velocity is sobrang baba lang. Constant drift velocity of 1.5 times 10 raised to negative 2 meter per second is attained by the electrons. If the cross-sectional area of the material is 1 centimeter square centimeter, calculate the magnitude of the current. So, nahanap natin si current. Ngayon, gamitin natin formula yung kanina, di ba? I is equals to area times the drift velocity times the number of electrons per unit volume times the charge of one electron. So, ano lang natin, input lang natin. Papansinin nyo, si area is naka square centimeter and then yung other units natin is naka meters. So, convert muna natin ano. So, 1 centimeter squared times ilan ba yung ano, ilang metro meron sa sa isang centimeter? Diba? 100 centimeter. 1 centimeter. Since naka-square to, square natin yung conversion natin. This will now be our area times our drift velocity, which is 1.5 times 10 raised to negative 2 meter per second times, ito na, yung n natin is 10 raised to 24 electron per cubic meter times, ano ba yung charge ng isang electron? It's 1.6022 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs per electron, di ba? So, ba't ko ginanito? Para makita nyo yung pwede natin na makancel na units. Kung papansin ninyo, nagkamali tayo dito. 1 meter lang pala to. Kung papansin ninyo, itong centimeter squared ay magka-cancel out lang dito kasi nga may square tong nasa baba. Kung may iwan is meter square. So, this meter square, itong meter square, magiging meter cube. Ito, magka-cancel lang siya dito. Then, ito, electrons. Ang may iwan sa atin now is coulombs per second, which is a unit for our current, or this is just equal to amperes. So, solving this, we will get a sobrang maliit lang na current, which is 240.33 coulombs per milliampere pala to. Milliampere. Or, i-brace natin to, baka magulan kayo. Milliampere. Or, it's just equivalent to 0.240 coulombs per seconds. So, ayan. Yan yung ating electron drift velocity. Sana may natutunan ulit kayo. And by the way, sana patuloy pa rin kayo sumuporta kahit na madalang ako mag-upload ng videos. So, yun lang. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe na rin kayo sa YouTube channel ko. Maraming salamat.